Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's the Thursday afternoon, Monday morning podcast just before Friday. And sorry, man, I'm running out of ways to say it. I try to do it differently every week because I know people are starting to do mashups of it. So I try to give you something. I'm trying to give you something to work with. I'm doing this on a Friday. Why, you ask? It's like, what the fuck, Bill? The Monday morning podcast is always late. Did you come up with the Thursday afternoon Monday morning podcast just before Friday, just to disappoint us twice in 1 week? Huh? Like the podcasting version of a deadbeat father? Deadbeat dad. Why isn't it deadbeat father? I'll tell you why, because there's no alliteration. And on the news, you can't keep people sitting there listening with their mouths hanging out. Up next, deadbeat fathers. Nah, that doesn't work. Up next, deadbeat dads. What are they doing, these deadbeat dads? Deadbeat dads are douches. Up next on KTLA. Sarah, can you tell us your story about being married to a deadbeat dad? Well, you know, I probably shouldn't have sucked his dick on the first date, and he said I'm going to come, and for some reason, I don't know what I was thinking, but I just crammed it into my clam hole, and that's when we had our first kid. Well, I mean, 9 months later. I'm sorry, I'm nervous because I'm on TV. And right off the bat, it's like he'd take us to Denny's, and the check would come, and he would be like, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom, and I never saw him again. We tracked him down. Deadbeat dad, Danny. Come out of this dilapidated fucking something that begins with a D. We just want to give you your chance to tell your side of the story. I love those fucking things, those news stories where they expose bad people like they give a fuck. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck. They just know that we like sitting back watching people get in trouble. Is there anything better than that, than watching somebody getting yelled at? It's fucking phenomenal. It's like you cunts last week when I went off on the Burger King guy. I didn't even know his name. I didn't even know how many fucking rounds there were. And I clearly stated that I was making fun of someone that could beat the shit out of me, right? So what do you cunts do? You chop it up. You leave out the part where I say I'm just some moron in a fucking in my office. You chop the whole fucking thing up, and then you start putting, fucking comedian goes on rant. What are you doing, Nia? I'm giving these guys shit for they fucked me over last week.
Are you talking about
Say
Conor McGregor?
Yeah, Nia loves him.
Conor McGregor. But I did tweet that I was giving that win a little bit of the side eye.
No, they stopped it because obviously that guy was gassed or something, would have got hurt.
You think so? Like I feel like he was.
We can't do this again, Nia. We can't do this again.
He knocked him down, but not out. Obviously, I don't know all the rules, but he knocked him down, sure, and then he covered his head
Nia, we don't know what we're talking about. Neither one of us take any sort of jiu-jitsu or anything. We were just excited for the underdog. We were
Conor McGregor,
and we were like, "How badass is that guy's chest tattoo, though? You got
everything about him is badass.
You got to be in the sickest shape ever to pull off that fucking. That guy has basically signed himself up to fucking push-ups, and spin classes for the rest of his fucking life.
Spin classes.
No, but you know something? Because he's been on TV kicking people's asses, then he can just be like, "Well, I did that, and that's why I have this tattoo." He
talks so much shit. Like that's the thing that's so hilarious about him,
do
and
me
the
a
shit
favor.
that gets him in trouble.
Do me a favor. Tell them the tea story, and then I got to blow through the rest of this, and then I gotta drop my truck off.
The tea story. Oh.
So
the tea story, also AKA Bill's ADD or just not paying attention, maybe.
No, that's not true. Nia's laying in bed. She's like, "Oh, can you go get me some tea?" Because when you get married, you're also like a waiter.
And Bill's like, "Oh, okay. What kind of tea do you want?" And I say, I like a cup of green tea would be lovely, just not the decaffeinated kind.
You said not decaffeinated.
Not decaffeinated. The regular green
And what did I
tea.
say?
And you went, "Oh, yeah, not decaffeinated." And then you walked out the door, and I just sat there thinking, he's not going to get this right. He's not. And sure enough, you came downstairs with your big, sweet smile. "Here you go, sweetie." And sure enough, it's the decaffeinated tea. When I told you, not decaffeinated.
This is my not decaffeinated. I thought there was decaffeinated and not decaffeinated. So when you said not decaffeinated, I was like, oh, good, decaffeinated. I thought it was like fiction and nonfiction.
No.
I don't drink tea or coffee.
No.
So I was like, all right, that's not decaffeinated. That's decaffeinated. What you should have said, I wasn't thinking, you should have said,
not
decaffeinated.
I would have to use a double negative in order to get your brain to work correctly.
Well, you'd say, I want a book, not nonfiction.
No, you wouldn't say that. You would say, I want a fiction book. But the thing is,
but you could also say, I want a book, not nonfiction. Oh, so that means fiction.
I knew for you, if I just said green tea, you would just, listen, you would have screwed it up regardless.
Do I get any points for trying?
You do. You were very sweet to even get me a cup of tea.
Oh, don't talk to me like I'm fucking, like I got some sort of mental issue.
Well.
You were very sweet. Is that what I am? I'm that person? The person who's never going to get laid and just stays in his hometown for the rest of his life? He's sweet. Can you help me carry this thing that's really heavy?
I don't think that's what's happened, but
How come your thing is so low?
You are pretty...
I'm pretty.
What's the word? Slow on the uptake.
All right, listen, I got to knock this out because I got to drop my truck off today. All right? You got to follow me.
Okay.
All right?
That's it for me?
Well, I got to trash them for fuck. That was pretty good. I got to trash them for, I was making fun of the guy there in the tighty whities. That's one thing I did like about Conor McGregor is that when he was
Conor McGregor
when he came out in the tighty whities.
I love saying that.
What I did like about that is you got an idea of what it would be like if you broke into his home in the middle of the night. He come out with that crazy look that he did between round 1 and 2, like, hey! When he put his fucking arms out. He come out in his bare feet, and he fucking put his heel. You'd sit, he'd do this spinning thing. The best sound, even though you're getting your ass kicked, would be him running across the hardwood floor, the slap of his feet, and then he'd do this spinning thing. Just like, didn't he start it with a spinning kick, or was that somebody? I think he did. And that would be right.
Was that him or was that the?
It all ran together.
Before?
I forgot to say the fight before it was the fucking fight of the night.
Bloody nightmare over there. Yeah, that was
two of the sickest warriors. That guy finally his fucking nose just exploded. It was unreal.
God.
Nia wanted to erase it. I was like, no, I gotta. I'm such a fucking tub of shit that I have to watch guys fighting at that level just to get myself to take my dog on a hike.
And you know what? We fast forwarded through it, but I think I read that Sinead O'Connor came out and sang with Conor McGregor. I'm only gonna say it like that from now on. So I have to go back and watch that. I mean, I think I read that on the internet, but I may be wrong. I have to go back and check.
You know, it's funny. You brought her up, and I know she doesn't sing this song, but I thought it was that chick who married the old creepy guy that sang on the boat.
I love when let's play another episode of What is Bill talking about?
And I will always. Oh, it's Whitney.
That's Whitney Houston.
Oh, sorry.
First done by Dolly Parton.
All right.
Wait, can you tell everybody when you were trying to describe Gone Girl, what did you call it?
Where'd the bitch go? but the thing is, I know I'm wrong, but I do it like the $10,000 pyramid. I just start throwing clues.
Where'd the bitch go?
Where'd the bitch go?
Really though, that's a really brilliant alternative title.
When they do, because Hollywood keeps remaking movies now because everybody stole the movies. So they can't do anything original anymore because what's the point? They just got to keep doing shit that works. So they'll do the black version of it, which will be Where'd the Bitch Go? And then Paul Feig will do the all-female one, and he'll turn it into a fucking $10 zillion comedy.
Where'd the dude bro go?
I don't know where it would be. I don't know what it would be. All right, let me finish this so I can get out of here.
Goodbye.
So, as I mentioned today, very exciting day for me is the power steering and the air conditioning units, whatever you call them, motors came in for my truck. So for those of you as not mechanically inclined as myself, I've since learned you mount those on the front of the engine. You know that belt that goes all around? It's just using the front end of the crankshaft, and that's what turns the fucking motor, and that's what gets it going. I don't fucking know. That's how it works. At least that's how it gets the motor going. That's a very simplistic version of it. So now my truck will have power steering, which, I was one of those guys, I'm going to keep it all original, but it had drum brakes and just driving out here. Drum brakes, no power steering, original suspension. It's every time I went over a bump, I had to hold onto the seat so my head wouldn't hit the fucking ceiling, the roof of the cab there, if it was a significant one. And, if there's somebody behind me and I'm trying to parallel park and I'm holding them up, that panic, I got to get in the spot. I would literally be out of breath. And so anyway, I'm just updating it. I still kept it 3 on the tree. I got the whole engine redone. It's running so well. I'm not scared about saying how fucking great it's running. So today I'm getting the power steering and the air conditioning done. And then also I went on eBay and I have an aftermarket horn on my truck, and it's just the high note. So it's like, hey, it's such a badass truck. And then I beep the horn and it just sounds like the worst fucking thing ever. So I found somebody, I don't know how the fuck they got it. Took it off a truck. I had it in a junkyard, but they had the low note and the high note. And they're going to slap that on so it actually sounds like a fucking man's truck. And then I think at that point, I'm done. Oh, I still need the directionals and the reverse lights to work. And that's the reason why my wife put the kibosh on me getting a 65 Galaxy. So I gotta hold off on that. She actually made a great argument. She goes, we already have one old car that constantly needs work. And I'm like, no, I'm getting this to the point where it's going to be totally fixed. And she's just like, blah, 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 blah. So whatever. I haven't given up on the fight, but sometimes you just got to realize when to be like, you know what? Stick and move. I kind of put it out there. I'll wear it down. I'll wear it down the same way she does when she wants a pair of fucking, I don't know, shoes or something. But I really like them. So anyways, the continuing story of me not boozing, trying to lose fucking weight. I weighed myself this morning, and I'll tell you, I had a rough week, I did not booze. And this week started off, I had a rough one. I quit boozing on July 5th, going on a 72-day liver cleanse, which, by the way, I don't even know that that's how many days you need, I basically talked to Dr. Paul Verzi. Paul Verzi was the one that says, dude, I heard you needed like fucking 72 days. So I just took that as law. I was like, well, that's my buddy Paul Verzi. He never went to medical school. I'm sure he overheard it in a bar from somebody with a doctorate in something. So I am going to go the 72 days, considering I fucking boozed like a maniac from that Southern tour, the end of April, right on through to the July 5th. So to get everybody caught up, so I'm trying to lose 3 pounds a week. When I started this, I was 186.6. Say there, Billy Fat Face. Say there, Fat Freckles. Tonight on the news, Fat Freckles exposed. So last week I weighed myself. I was 183.2, and I'm halfway through this week. Now this week started off rough. Oh, I had a rough one. On Monday night, I took my lovely wife to go see Steely Dan with Elvis Costello opening up, and I got to tell you, that might have been the best concert I ever saw. I mean, Elvis Costello comes out and just destroyed. Like, he had such a, like, I'm sitting in the crowd going, Elvis Costello's going to fucking open this thing? This is ridiculous. This guy's been headlining for 40 fucking years. And he came out and he had such a sense of humor about it. He played some weird Illuminati song that they were like the chosen ones. So immediately I'm like, this is gonna be fucking great. And he came out, played some newer shit, played a bunch of classic hits, and he just kept going and going. And what's funny about the Hollywood Bowl is down low, I got great fucking seats, right? And down low they have like these like picnic tables kind of things. You can get this. And what was funny is I'm watching Elvis Costello, and he went on first, and it's still light out, and there was so many people eating where like it was like groups of 4. So 2 people who were in the front seats closer to the stage would be turning around facing the people they were talking to eating. There was so many people turned around while Elvis was initially on stage that I was looking at so many faces. I almost felt like I was on stage. It was fucking hilarious. But then he went into the hits, and when he played that I don't know his shit. That wrap it up when you're down on it, everybody fucking went nuts. And the sun had gone down. Oh, and during his set, some fucking asshole flew right over the Hollywood Bowl at about 400 or 500 feet. Now, I am a novice. I just got my license. But as far as I know, you can't fucking do that. You can do that when it's empty. But as far as I know, an outdoor arena with a significant gathering of human beings, 1 hour before the event to 1 hour after is a temporary no-fly zone. But this fucker flew over it twice. And I was being that fucking guy with a hobby. My wife's trying to enjoy the show, and I'm like, he can't do that according to the FAA. She's like, shut up. So, by the way, I'm embarrassed to say that I wasn't aware that Elvis Costello has had basically the same drummer for 40 years, because I was watching the guy going, after one song, I was like, wow, that guy's really good. After two songs, I was saying, Nia, is anything better than watching a professional drummer? Look how fucking fluid and just smooth that guy is. And then I ended up looking him up. Guy's name's Pete Thomas. Does not get enough credit, but every drummer out there knows who the fuck he is, and was blown away by him. All right? And then his night ended. I would have been fine with Elvis Costello band. I would have been fine with that. And then Steely Dan came out, and they're the greatest live band I've ever fucking seen. How intricate and how, like, amazing their albums are. They came out, they sounded exactly like the albums. And they got Keith Carlock on drums, who played drums so fucking well that it transcended, like, music. He was playing drums so well, I was thinking about, how can I get better as a comedian? Like, I want to do stand-up as well. If I could do it half as well as this guy's playing drums. And my wife took this amazing clip. I didn't even think, I was so fucking blown away by his playing, I didn't take any video. I just sat there with my fucking jaw on the ground. And this is what a badass he is. 2 songs into the set, they played Asia, and he fucking destroyed it. Absolutely destroyed it. Effortless. It was amazing. Just fucking amazing how fluid he is, and that molar movement thing that he does where it looks like both of his fucking arms are doing the worm. Just flying down the toms. But it wasn't overplaying. It was all tasteful, the dynamics. He's a fucking beast. If you ever get a chance, because I remember when I lived in New York, that guy would do a lot of stuff down in the Village, just sit in. I would just follow him on Twitter. I'm sure he announces the live gigs and all that when he's around. If you ever just want to fucking sit 20 feet away from arguably the greatest drummer of his fucking generation, I would say check that guy out. And right now, obviously, he's on tour. And it's a long story, but I got to know him a little bit through the guy who sets up all my radio tours. So he hooked us up with the tickets, and then afterwards I got to fucking talk to him for 2 seconds. I swear to God, just like a total fucking drummy groupie. And, I avoided asking him all the drum questions I wanted to ask. Like, can you teach me some of the fills in Asia? Can you just hammer them out here in this trash can? I just wasn't going to do that because, you know why? Because I was sober. Because old Billy Drunk Tank wasn't drinking, and I was aware enough not to do that. All I needed was a couple of Miller High Lifes, and I would have asked him all kinds of questions, and he would have been crawling up the walls trying to get away from me. So there's another reason not to drink. So anyways, please go see them if you get a fucking chance. I know they just played New Mexico or whatever, but they were fucking amazing. So anyways, what else did I want to talk about? So, speaking of flying, I'm all over the map here today, people. I'm actually leaving tomorrow to fly up to Ottawa to play some blues festival where I'm doing stand-up outside in between 2 bands, which usually is a hell gig, but they're telling me that all these awesome comics have done it, and it's a great gig. So I'm hoping it's going to be that. If it isn't, it's just going to be 45 awful minutes in my life. That's it. That's how I always look at them. Like, all right, this is going to suck, but in 45 minutes, it's going to be over. And I'm going to be in the car, and it's not going to matter. And I'm going to go back to my room, and I'm going to put a pillow over my face, and I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Why did I pick this job? And then I do the Montreal Comedy Festival. And as mentioned, I'm playing 3 nights on the Comedy Jam. Old Billy Woodshed there. 3 different songs, and then I'm doing 3 shows at a theater up there. I forget what the fuck it is, but I'm really looking forward to it, and, not going to booze. That's going to be difficult. That was really difficult during going to a concert to not drink or anything or get any sort of a buzz. But I stuck with the waters for a minute, and I finally got like a turkey wrap or whatever. So, long story fucking short, I weighed myself today, and I am, the fuck was it, 181.4 or 181.6. I basically dropped 5 pounds. That's how much I booze. Just stopping boozing, I dropped 5. How hard is it to lose 5 fucking pounds? It's really fucking hard. For me, anyways, and I dropped 5 pounds, so I'm psyched. So I'm on the fucking road here. All right, I gotta by next Monday, I gotta be 180, and then I'm keeping it going. 3 pounds a week, everybody. 3 pounds a week for 2 months. Do it with me, all right? Have your fucking oatmeal every morning with a banana, and then have an apple or an orange as a snack. Somebody told me maybe scramble a couple of eggs. You know, but don't even start the egg debate with people. It's too much cholesterol. Then other people, well, if you scramble it, you get rid of all the fucking nutrients. What you want to do is soft cook it. I like an egg over easy. Whatever. Have a couple of fucking eggs. Just don't have any toast, bacon, and potatoes. Just throw those on the side. Evidently, that's a good fucking thing. I don't know. And then lunch, I just been doing the fucking turkey slices, a little bit of avocado. I'll actually have a sandwich. I don't give a fuck. I'll have a couple slices of bread, even though people say don't do that. And then after that, it's just fucking a giant salad, some sort of fucking vegetarian thing for dinner. And then all I got to do is take my dog on a hike, do a couple of push-ups, and not fucking booze. And it's been going good for me. So that's been working for me. I hope it works for you. So, anyways, continuing on. So, I've been flying here, trying to get my hours up. My school recommended that I fly with an instructor 4 different times just to get radio calls down. And I've done 3 flights. And this last flight I did, I flew out to Catalina Island, which a lot of people don't know about unless you live out here in L.A. And you probably know about it. You never went to it. I didn't have the time to land because I had to go do some F is for family shit, by the way, which is looking really funny, by the way. We got the first episode almost totally edited, and I was beyond excited. Up until that point, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know how funny this is going to be. You get all nervous. And yesterday, we just fucking worked on the thing. I don't know, from like 2 o'clock to about 9 o'clock at night, just tightening it up and tightening it up, editing it and all that type of shit. And I was able to keep my ADD under control. I really do hit the wall at some point where I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. But they're really good about just ignoring me when I say that. So that became the running joke because I kept going, I have a hard out. I have a hard out at 7. I have to be out of here by 7. And then it was like 7:30. And then it just became the running joke. I just kept saying, I have a hard out, guys. Like, guys, I'm not kidding around. And they would just be like, oh, yeah, Bill. Oh, yeah, you're out of here. We're going to get you out of here by 7. So anyways, yesterday, before I went over there, I did a flight with one of my instructors out to Catalina Island. Like I said, we didn't have time to land. It's just off the coast, about 23 miles, 24, 25 miles off of... oh, wait, is that how far it is? No, I think there and back was like 25 miles. I think that's what it was. Anyways, right off the coast of Long Beach. And we flew out there, and I saw my first whale, if you can believe it. We're flying out there. We got the doors off, which is actually great, because if you had to do an emergency landing, that's kind of a bitch to have to fucking, try to open the goddamn doors and shit. I just like immediately hitting the water and getting the fuck out, So what is that fucking procedure? I should know that, right? Yeah, I know what it is, right? You go into your flare, and then you pull your power. Right as the skids hit the water, you fucking go left cyclic, right? You roll down to the detent, right? You go left cyclic, and the fucking blades stop, hopefully. And then you just sit there and hope somebody picks you up before the sharks get you. And that's what I was thinking when I was flying over it, going like, Bill, you are fucking terrified over the ocean right now. And there was that halfway point that we got to at the altitude that we were at, where it wasn't even that. We were flying at like 2,000 feet. So basically, once we got to a certain point off the coast, if we had a fucking problem, we'd have to ditch it in the fucking ocean. So you just hold on to, that's not going to happen to me. So anyways, we flew out there, saw 2 pods of dolphins, and at the altitude that we're at, they like glow, and they're jumping out of the water. It looked like those little fireflies, man. It was fucking amazing. And then the guy I was flying with, he was looking for whales because he knew I never saw one. He goes, there's one. And he's like, I have controls. You have controls. I have controls. So now he's flying, and I was looking, and I got to watch the thing come right up, take a breath, blow the fucking water out, right? Take a breath, and then dive down again, man. It was fucking amazing. So I'll actually, you know what? I'll give you guys some pictures of that. We had the, life vests on and shit. I'm not going to send you the picture of me because I'm slouched. I look like a douche, and the life jacket's around your waist like a fucking fanny pack. So I'm not going to show you that. I'll just show you the view of when we came in to Catalina. It was fucking amazing. And then went around the island and flew back, and just an incredible goddamn flight. So I'm really enjoying that. But I'm getting to the point where old Freckles is going to be up there by himself, and I'm feeling pretty confident about it. And who knows? I might put a GoPro on one of these days, and I'll show you some of the shit when I fly over Dodger Stadium when there's no game. Unlike that jerk off when we were in the fucking Hollywood Bowl. All right, let me get to the advertising here for the week. All right, I got to do this right. Oh, video doorbell, everybody. I think it's only fair at this point that I did the music. I gotta have the fucking sad music underneath it, right? Isn't that right? Here we go. I just looked up 90 minutes of. I looked up sad music on YouTube, and this is 90 minutes of sad, emotional music you'll never forget. All right, so here we go. Adjust the levels here. Come on, you fucking cunt. Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Burr, and I'd like to take a couple minutes to talk to you about Video Doorbell. This is the sound of a package being delivered, or friends coming over for dinner. But it's also the sound of someone planning to rob you blind, tie you up, and stick their ding-a-ling in your mouth. Over 95% of home break-ins happen during the day, and burglars almost always start by ringing your doorbell to see if someone's home before pillaging your possessions. I can't fucking do this. I can't fucking do this. It's creeping me out. What? Keep going? All right, you cunts. I'll keep going. With Ring Video Doorbell, you can see and talk to anyone at your door from anywhere in the world using your smartphone. Each year, over 1,000 people suffer from not having video doorbell. Please help us get video doorbells to the third world. Most of these people don't even have homes. At least they could start with a video doorbell. Ring's advanced motion detection alerts you even if someone doesn't ring the doorbell. It's like a caller ID for your home. Please share a personal story. I'm not fucking doing that for the last fucking time. Why don't you guys at least send me a fucking video doorbell? You know what? I don't want one. I don't want... You know what? If somebody comes during the day and fucking robs me, you got me. Good on you. You got me, you cunt. You know? And I don't believe in karma either. I only believe in it if you believe in it. Then it'll get... All right, wait. Let's get back to this. With the Ring Video Doorbell, installing Ring takes minutes, and it works with either your current wiring or built-in rechargeable battery. Put your mind at ease and protect your home with Video Doorbell. Time magazine named it one of the top 10 gadgets of 2014. You know, I'm not trying to be a cunt, but gadgets is probably the lowest award. You don't even get inventions? That's a gadget. Who'd you beat out? Something that chops up an onion easily? Put your mind at ease. Right now, my listeners get Ring Video Doorbell. For only 100. This is not sad video music. This is some guy with a mullet blowing in the fucking wind. Right now, my listeners get Ring Video Doorbell for only $174. That's $25 off the normal price. Go to ring.com/Burr now. Protect your home and have peace of mind with Ring. Go to ring.com/Burr for $25 off. That's ring.com/Burr. Thank you for listening, and God bless America. That fade out was the shit. That was done half by me moving the mic away and the other half bringing the volume down for all you techs out there, all you techie heads out there. Top 10 gadgets. That's an interesting gadget. It's not smart enough to be an invention. MeUndies, everybody. Oh, Me undies, me undies. No more sweaty testicles, but me undies, me undies. Slapping off your fucking chesticles. That's the percent of your life that you're in your underwear. And underwear gets old fast. You know that feeling of putting on old saggy underwear? Huh? You need to know the feeling of great fitting underwear that is 2 times softer than cotton. Coffin? Cotton. You need to know about MeUndies. MeUndies. Put them on your fucking balls. Oh, yeah. Right? Smoothing out your fucking taint. They even got them for the ladies. MeUndies has the most comfortable underwear you will ever try on, and it's insane how good they make you feel. They fit perfectly. They don't ride up on you, and they literally pull moisture, gross, away from your skin so you stay cool, man. But they also make you look great. So go to MeUndies.com and check out the photography. And for the ladies, check out those smoking hot boy shorts. But you have to try them on for yourself so you can have no more sweaty clam, even if he's fingering you. This quality would typically retail for 2 times the MeUndie price. I mean, I guess you'd have to be up on fucking underwear to know if that's actually a claim that can be backed up. No retail middleman means more savings for you. Here, we will make it easy. Go to MeUndies.com/Burr and get 20% off your first order and low flat rate international shipping. Save even more when you buy a pack of them. They guarantee you're going to be happy with them or your first pair is free. Once you feel MeUndies on your body, you're never going back. You're going to be walking around with half a heart on there. And MeUndies isn't just for guys. They just launched their All of Me. Why not take all of me? Rubbing against that fucking beautiful clam. Pow! Your clam is dry unless you're thinking about some dick. Or maybe you're a lesbian thinking about twat. We really made it. They guarantee you that your clam's going to remain dry. A 4-piece line of undies designed specifically for the female body in all its complex, gorgeous as hell glory. Why can't you say that about a fucking unit? Huh? This is reverse sexism. But to get 20% off, you have to go to MeUndies.com/Burr. That's MEUndies.com/Burr. All right, and last but not least, Zip Recruiter. Are you hiring but not sure where to find the best candidates? Are you sitting on a couch but not sure it's there? Are you on drugs right now? As a business owner, I can tell you that your company is only as good as the people you hire. Well, you don't need to tell us that. That's obvious. Really? Is the team only as good as the players you draft? What if I have a great game plan and everybody sucks? Do we still win? I can also tell you that posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates, especially if you put that thing up down at the bus station, because God knows what's reading it. But when you're short-staffed, there's no time to deal with dozens of different job sites until now, thanks to ZipRecruiter.com. Evidently, I can post to 100-plus job sites with a single click. I'm not even hiring anybody, and I could do that. Just post once within 24 hours. Watch your candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. Plus, be instantly matched to candidates from over 4 million resumes. ZipRecruiter has been used by over 400,000 businesses, and you can try it right now for absolutely fucking free. Getting the right people for your company is so important. Try ZipRecruiter and get your perfect candidate before they go to someone else. Today, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/Burr. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Burr. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Burr. I wonder if Jim Irsay uses that, huh? No, he just tanks an entire fucking season. Oh, Bill, will you trim your cunt hairs? All right, Uber, everyone. This is the last one, mercifully. Intro. Hey, you like making great money, right? Sure, we all do. Here's a really cool opportunity that I just had to share with you, evidently. Driving with Uber. Uber's that popular smartphone app that connects riders with drivers. I take Uber a bunch. No, I don't. I take taxis. Okay? I take taxis because they don't know who I am. And I'm not trying to be an arrogant ass. I just appeal to people who drive Uber. You know what I mean? If I take a bus, he doesn't know who the fuck I am. I take the subway, hey, he doesn't know who the fuck I am. I go on planes, they don't know who the fuck I am. Something about Uber. Something about singing "No More Sweaty Clam." We really mean that. Just connects with these cunts. But, whatever. Evidently, I love them, by the way. And in chatting with the different drivers, some of them have really interesting stories as to why they drive with Uber. They love being their own boss. They earn great money. It's easy to start. You just need a car and a license. Driving with Uber is great for anyone who needs flexibility. Parents, this is really easy way to work under your family's schedule. They got like 20 of these points. Students, you can make extra money between classes. No more stripping. Ladies, I just go topless. I feel it's more like an artistic thing. Now's the prime time to cash in with Uber. You'll thank me for telling you how to get paid every week. I could be getting into your car when you drive Uber. Call to action. You got a car and a driver's license, right? Well, put them together, stupid, to work for you and start earning serious life-changing money today. Sign up to Drive with Uber. Visit drivewithuber.com. That's drivewithuber.com. That's drivewithuber.com. You should definitely do this, man. This is a great way to supplement your fucking income. But what it is, when you have that extra income, don't fucking drink it away, put it up your nose or buy some shoes, pay down your fucking debt, and become a free man! A free woman! Pay down your credit cards, pay down your student loans, get out of fucking debt. Don't owe anybody any money. All right? You don't owe anybody anything. They owe you. You understand it? You understand it? You understand that? That's the way to go. I'd love to keep talking, but my internet sucks here, and that's going to take forever for me to fucking upload this thing. Anyways, that was me just checking in on you. Hey, it's Friday, everybody. It's fucking Friday. If it's the fucking East Coast at this point, what is it, 2 o'clock? You're almost there. You're almost there. Whatever. Anyways, thanks to everybody who's been listening. Why do I feel like I got to thank everybody this week? I just had a fucking awesome week. I did. I had a fucking great week. I'm just psyched. I'm losing weight. I'm turning this ship around. You know what's funny, too? Is fucking how much your skin clears up. And I don't need you guys with your fucking horse shit when you're just going to go look up stuff about your liver. Well, it's because of toxins. Your liver's able to get rid of. I understand that. I can also Google what the fuck happens. Although nobody will give me an actual number. Why can't I get an actual number? Does anybody know what is the... it obviously depends on how much you boozed. I boozed pretty hard, but when I stopped boozing, I just missed booze. Like, I didn't fucking get the sweats. You know what I mean? I didn't fucking get the shakes. They didn't have to lock me in a room with fucking chicken broth or any of that type of shit. I just miss it. You know what I mean? There, I said it. I miss it like a friend. All right, that's it. I'm gonna upload some pictures of flying around Catalina, and I'll also I'll upload that thing of Keith Carlock killing it while he was playing Asian. I'm telling you guys, even if you don't play drums, you gotta see this fucking band. Their horn section, the bass player, fucking everybody destroyed it, and you got to go see him. All right, that's it. That's the podcast, and I'm gonna get a little throwback here. Half hour of podcast. I don't know. My girl's like, let's go get something to eat. And I said, all right. There's a fucking McDonald's right there. And she's like, do you want to eat there? And Soda was looking down at the ground all sad. Just doing that classic female manipulation thing. She knew I wanted to eat there. I just said there's a McDonald's there. And then why would she say, do you want to eat there? And look down at the ground. This question is for all the young male listeners of my whispering podcast. Why would a female do that? Do. I'll tell you why. Because she doesn't want to, not only does she not want to fucking eat there, she already has a place where she wants to eat. She's already had this place that she's wanted to eat at for probably a month before you ever went to Vegas. But she's not going to tell you about it. Because if she told you about it, that'd give you time to do research on it and find out how fucking expensive it was. So she's like, do you want to eat there? And she looks down at the ground. So immediately, despite the fact that I know all this about females, I take the bait. Why? Where do you want to eat, sweetheart? There's this burger place at Mandalay Bay. I heard it was really nice. Do you ever watch Top Chef? Only when you're watching it, sweetheart. I don't like that show. Fucking show is annoying. I hate when the chef starts screaming at those people.
His fucking foreign accent. You call that a fucking grilled cheese sandwich? Get the fuck out of my kitchen. Hey, you think I'm fucking afraid of you? You fucking douche. You got a fucking problem with my grilled cheese sandwich. You come up like a fucking gentleman and you take me aside. Don't fucking be screaming at me while I got these fucking knives in my hand. I'll stick it right through your goddamn trachea. What do you think about that? Huh? I'll give you a fucking blowhole right out the front of your fucking neck. Get out of my goddamn face before I take you by your fucking hair and mush your face into this pile of shrimp. Huh? That I haven't taken the shells off, so I'll give you a bunch of little razor cuts. Sorry. That's the good shit at Mandalay Bay. The bad shit is we go to this fucking burger place. I can't even remember the name of it. We go in there, and I order a $16.50 fucking Kobe beef burger. And they're talking about how it's the greatest goddamn burger, all, you know, the highest quality fucking meat. Yada fucking yada. My girl orders one too. $16.50 and $16.50. What is that, kids? That's $33. Plus fries, plus drinks, all that bullshit. You know, the mob doesn't run Vegas anymore. You can't go out and get yourself a $2 steak. The whole fucking place out there now is it's a fuck over. So whatever. Cost me like 40-something bucks, $50 with the goddamn tip. I eat it. You know what? It wasn't even that good. My girl's like, how's your burger? You know what I said? I said, it's good. Just keeping the peace. Keeping the water nice and smooth, nice and fucking still on the horizon. Okay? So anyways, I get back to my hotel. My girl already tells me she doesn't feel too good. That burger's sitting in her like a goddamn boot. And I'm like, you know what? I feel fine. I get ready to do my show. Iron my button-down shirt. Put a little conditioner in my hair, what's left of it, shape it up a little, and I head downstairs to go work the Orleans Casino, the last place Carlin ever worked, the place where the Smothers Brothers retired. You know? Smothers Brothers, who were so fucking edgy, they actually lost their sketch show. During the Vietnam War, they did, I forget what the sketch was, but they had the balls to say no to the network and do a sketch that was actually criticizing what the fuck we were doing over there, and they lost their goddamn show. You know? I don't know about you guys, but for me, that's lifetime respect. So anyways, I walk down there, and I'm going through the Orleans Casino, and then all of a sudden it just fucking hits me. Boom, right in my stomach, like some capsule, some time-release CIA. You're going to shit your pants fucking capsule goes off. And I know there is no question that whatever I just ate was not good for my body, and it was about to reject it. One way or the other. Without getting crude, people, when something goes into your stomach, if it's coming out, it only has two options. All right? Anyways. I just thought of a really, really bad joke for the fucking third one, and I'm not going to say it. But it involved stabbing yourself in the stomach, and you can fill in the blanks on that one. All right. So anyways, so I'm like, you got to be shitting me. No pun intended. So I go in the back way, the same way that Carlin used to go in, because I've already asked everybody every fucking question. Literally, that's how much I'm into Carlin. How did he leave? Did he hang out? No, he'd say goodnight, and he would go right out the door, and he'd be in the car, and he wasn't difficult to work with. I guess he had arthritis at the end of his life, and the sound guy was saying one show he forgot to take the bottle caps off the water bottles, and he saw that Carlin was struggling with them. And when he got off, he goes, George, I'm so sorry. And George just like, what? Oh, come on. I don't give a shit. Don't worry. He just walked out. I guess he was a really great guy. So anyways, I'm walking through this legendary door. And, and what's worse is, like, I know it's going to happen. But I know it's not going to happen for, like, another 15 minutes. And coincidentally, the fucking show starts in 15 minutes, and I'm going on first. All right? And this guy, when you're backstage, literally says, 20 minutes till showtime. 20 minutes till showtime. He, like, counts it down. I never get nervous before shows, but this guy counting down the show is making me nervous. 15 minutes till showtime, okay? And it's starting to get worse, and literally gets down to 2 minutes before showtime, and I'm questioning, can I make it through a half-hour set? And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. The show can't start without me. My opening music is Elvis Presley anyways. The fuck do I care? They can listen to that song. I'm gonna rub my fingers through your long black hair. Slam your fucking face off the fucking sink. I don't give a shit. And I said, fuck it. And I fucking ran into the bathroom, and I will spare you the details. But you know when something either amazing or something amazing happens, they make a statue. If something horrific happens, a lot of times they will preserve the area. You know? Like Dealey Plaza. Fucking president gets his brains blown out. All of a sudden, we can't change one blade of fucking grass. The horror that happened in that fucking bathroom, ladies and gentlemen. And I never do shit jokes. They should have retired that fucking bathroom. That's it. They should have just fucking air sealed it and just put a glass fucking door so people could look in and realize why they closed that fucking burger joint at the Mandalay Bay. And I gotta admit, dude, I haven't. It's Monday. I'm finally back to normal. So there you go. There's my big shit story. I had a burger over at the fucking Mandalay Bay, and it almost ruined my fucking show over at the Orleans. So if you guys saw me, anybody saw me Saturday night, all right, you want to talk about a professional, because I extra fucking killed on that show. If you knew what the fuck happened, just know that. The next time you go to Vegas and you go to see Barry Manilow and he's singing that song, Mandy, you something, and you something, but I still want to fuck you, oh Mandy, right? Just know that he could have just been shitting his fucking brains out 2 minutes before he put on his rayon fucking slacks with his horrific plastic surgery, his yank back face. I bet, I was going to say he'd need another facelift if he fucking shit the way I did before my show, but that's actually not true. There's no strain. There was no straining. Anyways, all right, Bill. Jesus Christ, enough already. Here's a question for a week. Bill, let me start by saying this question stems from events spanning over the last 6 years or so. About 6 years ago, at the age of 20, I was about a year and a half into what, at the time, seemed to be a really great relationship. Coincidentally, my job and money situation was also doing really well. So I decided instead of throwing my money away on rent, I'd buy a house. There you go. This guy's making the moves. He's doing well in life. He's buying a house. Everything's good so far. Being that I always plan ahead, I purchased a rather nice house for a first home, even though I thought, even though I knew it was a little too much money. Now, I didn't buy this to start a family or for her. I just wanted a fucking house. In the year or so after, the relationship really went downhill, mainly because I was working more and spending less time and money on her. Okay. Long story short, we split about 2 years later. Since then, I've had many encounters with girls. Okay, so let me fix this with my awful reading, all right? Basically, this guy's dating a girl. He's making good money. He doesn't want to throw his money down the toilet, paying rent, so he goes and he buys a house. And then now he's got a nut to fucking crack every month. He works a little bit more. He's not spending time with his woman, and it goes downhill. Plus, he's younger. That's pretty normal, except the fact that he owns a house. So now he's in this situation. He's single. He has this really nice house, and this is what's been happening since. All right, since then, I've had many encounters with girls. The one thing they have all had in common is their hatred and animosity towards my ex-girlfriend and my house. I have even heard them say things about sleeping in a bed I bought with her, or how they don't like it that I did all this with the other girl. I've been dating a girl for about 2 years now, and she's the same way. She even has problems with my dogs because she says they were her dogs, meaning the ex. My question is this. Why is it never good enough? Well, if you're a fan of this podcast, you've already asked that question, but I think it's timeless, so that's why I'm reading this again. Am I supposed to start my life over every time I want to begin a new relationship? Or is it that girls really always want to have what they cannot have? Half the cunts nowadays are just waiting for some guy to put them up in a house and take care of everything. But when you give them the chance, they bitch because they didn't get to pick the fucking drapes. This guy's making some good points. Nia, I'm going to need your help here. He said, I don't get it. I've done really well for myself, and I've done it on my own. None of that had anything to do with who I was dating at the time, and I hate feeling bad because I'm trying to better myself. What's your take? All right, Nia, what did you say on this? You actually summed it up really well here. What do you think about this guy? Just to reiterate, you know the deal.
Yeah.
What is his problem?
I think the problem is the kind of people that he dates, because I don't think that they're mature enough to like let go of the past. You know what I mean? It's like, of course he's dated other women. Of course, you know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, but let me ask you this: if when I met you, if I already had a house,
right,
and it was, it had a little bit of the female touch to it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you walked in and there was just a coffee table and like fucking a PlayStation, popcorn in the cushions or whatever, right? I'm not saying this house looks like that, but
Right, yeah. No, if it looked like a female.
And I still had the bed that I used to bang the other one. I mean, I'll say, at least you can do, dude. You can at least switch out the bed. You know what I mean?
Bed though, I think that's a little much, honestly.
What a little much to still have it?
Yeah, he's gonna buy. Do you know how much beds cost? You're gonna have him buy a whole new bed just because he slept with somebody else on it. Ladies,
can you see why? This is my girl. You're the shit.
Yeah, because, I mean, when you're dating somebody and you have sex with them in their house, chances are they've had sex with somebody else in their bed before you anyway. So now all of a sudden it's like a big deal because, no, he needs to date some more mature girls. But he's been dating someone for 2 years?
I don't know what he's been doing.
I thought you said he...
I just focus on saying the words right.
Yeah, he says...
You know what? This house could be like the lock the door test in A Bronx Tale.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like if they can't deal with it and they start giving them shit, you give them the heave ho.
Exactly. I think they should get the heave ho.
This is my house. This is where I fuck. You want in?
Well, not quite so assholey. But if anything, he could, get some new sheets or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, obviously.
Oh, I'm going to Bed Bath & Beyond. I was thinking about some new sheets. You want to help me pick out some? A girl would love that. Love it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And at what point in the relationship should he do that? Because we don't like being tied down. I don't want to send the wrong message. I don't want to say that I love you, but I want you to still bang me. Like, at what point?
I think when it's like official date, like monogamous type thing, is when you can say, hey, let's, whatever.
Okay.
But
all right.
Think it's really...
You answered the question. Don't oversell it.
Okay.
You answered it.
I was going to say, I think it's really annoying that these girls would be like, oh my God, I can't believe that, this is already decorated, and these are her dogs, and this is her house, and I can tell that she's there. That's stupid. That's really
say how LA girls say favorite.
That's my favorite.
All right. I think that's going to be the podcast for this week. So I guess that's your answer right there. And, I'm not going to always defer those to Nia, but I just think sometimes you're really asking me what women are thinking. And I think I've done enough trashing of women. And shut up. I've done enough trashing of them. And, that's actually a serious question here. Because, dude, you don't want to get in a situation where, you have to, literally sell the house. What if it's a bad fucking market just to appease her? That's ridiculous.